feels like redemption, but it also feels like 3 points that we didn't get. If I'm being perfectly honest, guys, welcome back to Scotland TV. Did not do the review of the Czech Republic game, but I was fucking disgusted with the amount of people that were turning their back on Scotland, the amount of people that were turning their back on Steve Clarke. Some people even wanting Steve Clarke out. And, well, I'm glad we got this draw tonight. I'm glad we got this performance. People criticising, saying Stephen O'Donnell's pish, saying that Nathan Patterson should be starting. And Stephen O'Donnell, arguably man of the match tonight. He was one of the best players on the field. And yeah, I think he could have got man of the match. I'm happy about this game. I'm happy that we got a point, which basically now it leaves it in our own hands. We've got the last game against Croatia at Hampden. It's technically a home game. If we beat Croatia, we will go through, probably in second place, maybe third place, but we will go through. It's in our own hands now. If we can beat Croatia at home, we will go through. And I think after losing the Czech Republic, that's about as good as you could hope for. So I am happy to that extent, but overall I thought we were the much better team tonight. I don't think we played great. I think we played good. I don't think our best players had their best game tonight either, which I thought was disappointing. I felt it was some of the players that maybe you weren't expecting to turn up that actually did really turn up. I thought Dykes played great. I thought O'Donnell played great. But I think it was more we needed the likes of, our Tierney's to play great and our McGinns to play great. And it's not that they didn't play great. I thought they both had good games. I thought they were really good. But I feel like maybe if they just turned up at their absolute best. Robertson, I thought, was pretty average tonight. I don't think he had his greatest game in a Scotland shirt. To be honest, I don't think he ever has his greatest games in Scotland shirts. He always seems to have them when he's playing for Liverpool. But, we were the much better team. We played good. We didn't play great. We should have won, but we didn't win. We created chances. We just could not take them. England had some chances as well, but most of their opportunities came from defensive errors from ourselves. So, first half, I thought we bossed it. I thought we were the better team. We created the better chances. Stephen O'Donnell, wonderful volley. Should have. I'm not going to say he should have scored, but he did all he could. He connected great. He got it on target, and unfortunately, Pickford makes a good save. And if it's Everton's Pickford, then it's probably a fucking goal. But it's not Everton's Pickford. Pickford actually had a solid game tonight. Unfortunately for us, Shea Adams was there, tried to get the head on it, to get the rebound, to get the goal, but it didn't happen. And unfortunately, that didn't go in. England's best chance was a header, and don't get me wrong, this should have been in. That should have been scored. There's no doubt about it. That should have been scored, but the defending for that was absolutely atrocious. They were given a free header. How we allowed that to happen, I do not know. It was probably the only real error we made. McTominay as well made an individual error. I thought McTominay had a lot of bad moments tonight, but he did put in some crucial tackles as well, so I can't be too harsh on the guy, but he did give the ball away a few times, and there was sometimes he didn't make the challenge when he should have, and then obviously he almost cost a goal in the first half, which would have been a disaster, but he didn't. Tierney whipped in a good cross, as always. Tierney's crosses were good. He did find O'Donnell for that really great chance. Robertson, on the other hand, his crosses were piss poor tonight. I would prefer to have Tierney at left back, because even though I think Tierney at left centre back works well with Robertson, I just think Tierney's a much better crosser of the ball. I think Tierney's a lot better going forward, and I think that we would create better opportunities and possibly score more if it was Tierney that was doing the majority of the crosses into the box to the left-hand side, and not Robertson. But anyway, we also had created a chance early on, 4 minutes in. Shea Adams, I'm not saying he should have scored. It wasn't an easy chance. It wasn't a sitter by any means, but I think he could have definitely got a better connection on it. Scotland played great, a little bit of play out on the right-hand side with O'Donnell linking up and cutting back the pass for Shea Adams. And it was mad that we actually played so good. With every time we went down the right-hand side, we looked great, but we didn't do it a lot in the first half, because I guess people don't trust O'Donnell after the Czech game. And I admit he had a bad game against Czech Republic, but I thought he bounced back great tonight. Gilmour was fantastic in the first half. He got a lot of praise at half-time though, and unfortunately he came out second half and he wasn't the same player. McCoy was saying, Souness was saying in the first half how Gilmour never gave the ball away. But we go into the second half and he started giving the ball away. He was losing possession. We'd one opportunity where we were on the counter I'm pretty sure it was Dykes. It might have been Dykes or might have been O'Donnell alongside Gilmore. Were on the counter and he just overhit the pass when it just was not necessary, and the counter came to nothing as England intercepted it. But still, I thought we created the better chances. Raheem Sterling is a cheating piece of fucking dog shite. That's all I'm going to say about him. Never a penalty in a million years. Lee Dixon in the commentary box almost begging for a penalty, saying that he was stamped. He was on his foot. Fuck off, Lee Dixon. Right, you were just a shite left back for Arsenal, and you're an even shiter commentator, right? You could, England's this. England ain't going to win nothing, right? England's not going to win nothing. I said Scotland would get a result tonight. I knew we'd get a result tonight, and we did, but we should have got all 3 points. I don't think the draw was what we deserved. We had Dykes was great. Dykes won every single ball. Unfortunately, sometimes he was winning a ball that there was nobody to run onto. But, I mean, I think Lyndon Dykes and Shea Adams need to start up front against Croatia. We need to win that game, so they need to start up front there. It's a no fucking brainer. It has to happen. Cross into Shea Adams late on, and the guy, he smashes at the ball. Totally does not connect properly with it, and it's nowhere near the target. I just think maybe he should have focused on trying to, just get something on target. Maybe not hit it as hard. Just maybe try and, place it at the goal. Maybe, I don't know, just rather than smash it, because he smashed it and it didn't really happen. Made a couple of changes late on. We brought Armstrong on for Billy Gilmore, which I agreed with, because I thought by that stage Billy Gilmore didn't have the greatest second half, as I've already said. Then we brought on Nisbet for Shea Adams. Shea Adams, again, he had a couple of chances, didn't take either of them. Could he have done better? Perhaps. I don't know. I think it was right to take off Adams instead of Dykes, because Dykes was constantly winning balls and he was always giving you that opportunity. What I will say is, fucking Grant Hanley, I always like a bomb scare when I see him, but he had Harry Kane in his fucking pockets tonight. Harry Kane did not get out the pockets. Harry Kane never seen daylight, right? All he seen was fucking big Grant Hanley suffocating him the entire match, like Benoit suffocated his kid. It was Grant Hanley all over Harry Kane. Couldn't he breathe tonight? Couldn't he fucking breathe? Floyd couldn't he breathe for 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes? Well, Harry Kane wasn't allowed to breathe for fucking 90 minutes tonight. Well, not 90 minutes because he got took off early. But that's how you know he's shit. He got took off early. It didn't even look like England were trying to win the game when they take after their main man and bring on Rashford. You thought they would have maybe tried both of them on at the same time. Grealish came on, didn't do much. We kept him contained. Stephen O'Donnell wiped him out late on. Got a booking for it. But here, it is what it is, guys, right? I wanted to win the night. We didn't get the win the night, but we got a point. And at the end of the day, it keeps it in our own hands. If we go and beat Croatia now, we will be through. We cannot get 4 points and not finish as one of the third best teams. So it's as simple as that. Home game against Croatia, we win, we're through. If we don't beat Croatia, then we don't deserve to go through. If you can't win 1 game out of 3 in the groups, then you don't deserve to go through. But I'm just glad that Scotland played well tonight. We played good, deserved to win, we didn't. But I'm just glad the performance was there. I'm glad that Steve Clarke hopefully proved the doubters wrong, and I'm glad that Stephen O'Donnell had a good game, and in my opinion, well, not a good game, a great game, and in my opinion was the man of the match, because he got a lot of stick for the game against Czech Republic, and I would start Stephen O'Donnell every day of the week over Nathan Patterson. I'm not saying Nathan Patterson isn't a good player. I'm not saying Nathan Patterson perhaps one day will not be the number 1 right back in Scotland, but at the moment I don't think he is. I think it's Stephen O'Donnell, and that is it, guys. Scotland 0, England 0. I think we should have won, but we kept our hopes alive. Our European dreams are still there, and that's pretty much all you can ask for. It was always going to be tough after losing the opening game to Czech Republic, but we bounced back well tonight. We gave ourselves a fighting chance, and on Tuesday night, it's win or die. It's win or go home. Even though we're playing in Hampden and technically we're already home, but you know what I mean. We have to beat Croatia. I think we will beat Croatia. Croatia haven't impressed me so far. Scotland impressed me a lot tonight, and I think we will get the job done against Croatia. So come on, the fucking Scotland. Come on, let's do this. Freedom, let's do it for fucking William Wallace. Let's do it for ourselves. Let's just do it, right? Name our talking. Let's just get to Croatia on Tuesday night. Fucking smash them off the pitch. I want a Stephen O'Donnell hat-trick. Even Steve Clarke can sub himself on, play player manager and get him a goal as well and prove these doubters wrong. Imagine wanting Clarke out because he lost 1 game that I thought we were the better team in against the Czechs and everyone wants him out. Disgrace. Fucking disgrace of a country. Can never get behind somebody, man. There's always, if it's no politics, it's always something. No politics or sectarianism. It's always something else, man. And we have 1 average fucking game, man. They all want Steve Clarke out. Go fuck yourselves. Anyway, Scotland 0, England 0. Should have won. Did they win? But we'll win on Tuesday night, guys. You've heard it here first. We will fucking win. We will take Croatia out. And on that note, I've been Sir Scotland TV. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.